So this is what happens when you get a puppy who likes to jump on your drafting table. Smeared everything. Puppy prints everywhere. Dante's Inferno consisted of 9 levels. Limbo, lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence, fraud, and treachery. So did some more work to this. So they're about 90%. Now I'm going to come in like this, and I did more work to the heart and some of these things. I'm just going to zoom in. Now, what I'm doing, they're not all in levels, except for the top and bottom. The rest of the levels will be all over. I'm just going to tell you about 2. This upper portion, there's 9 tubes, which will eventually blend into the levels. So the first level is limbo. So these are kind of a black and white, just floating in space. Gluttony could be this here, because they're just feeding, like on a feeding frenzy. Fraud is also these. They're camouflage, so it's like a fraud looking thing that they don't look like a regular praying mantis, and there is species that resemble flowers and leaves and walking sticks, so that's one of them. Now I'm going to do treachery on the bottom, which I'll explain. Treachery is going to be a bunch of beetles overlapping each other with those red pins stuck in them. In other words, treachery, stabbed in the back, will represent treachery for me. And heresy starts here, starts from the heart. So that's the symbolism of that. Anyway, so I just wanted to give everybody a little, or whoever, a little heads up of what's going on. Slowly just building up. While I'm painting, I'm thinking of ideas. I have some ideas for the other ones, but I'm not going to say anything about that. So this is one of their parts. You can see that this part is getting close. This is still a breakdown. You can see this is still just a foundation layer, and you can see I've added a few more things. Again, foundation layer. This needs a lot more work. So the legs, this is getting close to being better. The secret is to do all the work and the shine and the reflections, and then the last thing is to go in with the black. So it's on top, but the reflections will still stay. Now this is the addition. This is taken from a previous illustration I did of a heart last year, but taking that same direction, and I think this painting will be my version of, and this is pretty much foundation right now still. I'm going to have things happening to these things on the edges. But this takes a lot more time than I can show. But just to give you an idea, okay, I'm pulling out just a little bit of the water color and then blending. Again, pulling out some. And blending. Let's do one more. And pull the color out. Now you can see it has some really nice rich blends in here. Now this is kind of the fatty tissue of the heart. So I'm just going to pull out, and this is what I refer to as pulling out layers. So I can get brighter, I can get dull, I can make some vein in here. I could do some highlights, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, this has no highlights. That little bit of a highlight makes it three-dimensional. Just going to blend these out. Anyway, so I'm going to stop it here, and hopefully in time this will make sense. Still working on the orcas, but for right now I have to take a break from that. Okay, starting another one. Just want to give you a little heads up. Doing a beetle. Now, this is the way I start. I start off with doing one side, transfer it over, flip it over, do the other side. Now, at this point, I got the body in complete symmetry. Now, I don't want to just flip it over and do exactly the same. So at this point, I can manipulate the antenna to do different things, or the legs, by just turning the paper. So that is the plan. Okay, so this is where my happy place is. Being surrounded by artwork from myself and other people. There's a Salvador Dali, Persistence of Memory clock. My current stuff. That is hand-carved wood from Africa. That's one of my paintings. It's a sculpture over there. There are 3 dolls from Leah Salazar, gifted artist. Some pottery from San Felipe and some from Peru. The carving over here with intricate details. Here is a rhino I just got. It's from Kenya. The people there actually collect flip-flops that I just put these Christmas lights all year long because it's just a thing that makes me feel good. And then my latest painting, I transferred my studio. Well, I created a new one